Hey, it's Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier, how it fits on our 2022 Ford Edge. This is going to be the 4-ski or 2-board option. They all double as fishing rod holders in the warmer weather seasons. But essentially, if you have skis and snowboards, you don't have room for them, or you just want to keep that icy, snowy mess out of your vehicle, get them up on the roof, keep them secure at the same time to get them where you need them to go. This is a great option for that, so let's take a look. First thing we'll do is press this button on the end to open them up. It's not the largest button compared to some other ski and snowboard carriers, but I can still press it with my palm, so it's easy to get up if I have gloves on. And the jaws stay up in place, so I don't need to hold them open while I'm getting my gear in and out. On the top and the bottom, there's this rubber molding here, which is not only going to cushion and protect your gear, but it's also going to keep it from sliding around while it's inside, so it's not going to be running into the other stuff that you're loading up with it. But from here, I can get the gear out, and we'll take a closer look at the carrier. As I close it down, there is only one stop, so it's closed. It won't open up, and you can actually lock it up with this metal lock core here in the front. But again, compared to some other ski and snowboard carriers, they have different stops along the way to accommodate different size gear. With this one, that's kind of what you got. Coming down even further to the clamps, which is sort of my least favorite part about this ski and snowboard carrier, just because you do have 3 separate pieces that you need to clamp it in place. That being these 2 security Allen bolts and this bottom bracket to wrap around. It does fit really well on our elliptical bars here, and you can see it does have kind of a cutout there on the top and the bottom to fit your round and square crossbars as well. So it does work with all of the crossbars, and it has a nice hold, just kind of a pain to remember. You're going to have to bring these bolts with you or keep an eye on where they are, as well as use that tool to get them on. There is also an option though, if you do have a T-track channel on your crossbars, to get an adapter kit to allow it to fit into there instead of using these clamps. This is going to add just a little bit of height to your roof rack system overall. So if you're curious to know what that number is going to look like, from the top of the crossbar to the top of the system, it's going to be just over 5.5 inches. So it's kind of a wall design, again, compared to some other ski and snowboard carriers. It's not the most low profile. You're definitely going to be able to hear this up there on the roof while you're driving. Also, we have it on our 54-inch crossbars. We have tons of room on the other side. They're not too heavy. They can support 53 pounds, so if you want to get some other accessories on the other side of your crossbars, in this case, you definitely could. The carrier is going to be made out of aluminum, so it's going to be really lightweight, but still durable. It's got a black powder coat finish, so it's also going to be resistant to rust, corrosion, and weather, especially important because you do have these up on your roof. You're going to be driving with these in the elements, especially if you're in an area where you're going skiing or snowboarding. Conveniently, right now, we also have our Rhino-Rack crossbars. I think overall they match the aesthetic of our system really well. Overall, the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier is a solid entry-level way to get 2, 3, 4, or 6 skis or their respective boards where you need them to go, or some fishing rods if you want to in the warmer weather seasons. But there are definitely some upgrades and some features you can get out of a little bit higher value ski and snowboard carriers. So for instance, if you get something like the Yakima Fat Cat Evo, it comes with a ski lift riser in the back if you have tall bindings that you need to accommodate. It's also a little bit more low profile, a little bit easier to work with and install in my opinion. But again, if you are just looking for an entry-level way to get skis, snowboards, or fishing rods where you need them to go, and you're not super worried about how it holds them or how it installs, the Rhino-Rack Ski and Snowboard Carrier is a great option. This again was just a quick look at how it fits on a 2022 Ford Edge.